Good evening, Rumblers. How are you? Jen Richards here. I'm just making sure that we're connected to the internet. The time I may disappear for a minute. Hopefully not. Always a good way to start off. Wouldn't you agree? And I can see there are a couple people online with us already. Can you just write hello in the comments there so I can see who you are? As we know, there's a bit of a delay sometimes with my talking and your commenting, and hopefully this time the comments are going to show up on my computer because currently they are not, which is not good. But anyway, we have internet connection, we have a kitchen, we have some delicious food, and so we can continue on anyway. But hooray! Double hooray, 2 hoorays. I can see people. Hello, Bruce. Hi, Kim. How are you? And Rhonda. Everybody's favourite Rhonda is Rhonda Marshall. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you all. Tonight, how are you? Write in the comments there. What have you been doing today? I'd love to know. I'm in Melbourne and it was cold today. It was like 19 degrees and it's summer, but what else do you expect in Melbourne? Hello, Max. And as you all know, Maxine does work with Rumbles Paleo. So if I happen to miss your comments, she will write back to you on behalf of me. So thank you, Maxine. So say g'day to Maxine. G'day, Max. All right. So we're starting talking about avocados tonight. And I thought, who loves avocados? Give me a big yes in the comments if you love avocados. I didn't used to love avocados, actually. Let me tell you an interesting story. When I was about 15 and I was at high school, I was a very late bloomer. And I don't know why I'm telling this story, but I hadn't kissed a boy. I was 15 and I still hadn't kissed a boy. And my friends would kind of pick on me sometimes. I'd had opportunity to, but I was a bit scared. And so I remember asking my girlfriends, like, what's it like? What is it like to kiss a boy? And I asked them if it was like eating an avocado. And they never, ever let me live that down. And I still remember them giving me crap for so long because I asked them if kissing a boy was like eating an avocado. I thought maybe a tongue would be like an avocado or something. Anyway, when I think of avocados, I sometimes think of that story, so I thought I would share. Maxine was 16 when she kissed a boy. Well, actually, I didn't kiss the boy for another year, so I was 16 as well. But my dad was happy about that. Not that I told him when I kissed a boy, but I'm sure he was quite happy I was keeping myself pure and innocent, or something like that. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Anyone else want to share their first kiss stories? Go on, just put it out there. Put it out there. All right. So avocados. Let's get on with the show. Firstly, my name is Jen Richards. I am the co-founder of Rumbles Paleo and the creator of our online healthy cooking school, the Rumbles Lifestyle Hub. And my job is to come here and teach everybody how to make healthy cooking fun, delicious, easy, affordable, and like a grand adventure, something that people look forward to so that it's something they want to do and they're inspired to do and it's not a chore. So that's a really good job to have. It's a very delicious job to have. I eat a lot of food and I really enjoy it. Now, tonight's show is actually brought to you by a couple of things. It's brought to you by the word avocado. So if at any time you want to type the word avocado into the comments there, you will be sent a link to tonight's recipe. It will ask you to type avocado in one more time just to make sure we have permission to send it to you. Facebook is very polite. It's very polite. So make sure you just type it in twice to make sure you get that link there. I can see Rhonda's getting that recipe there. So, and we don't have any Denise with us tonight. I think she's out gallivanting around the countryside. Lucky her. Okay, and it's also brought to you by our free Paleo snack book. Some of you may have downloaded this already, but I've added into it the avocado recipes. So if you go to that blog post, which you'll be sent the link to, you can re-download the book, which will have avocado boats. Toot toot. That's what we're talking about tonight, avocado boats. So make sure you've got your toot toot ready or something like that. So I'll just take this down And what I wanted to do was I wanted to get cooking straight away. So I'm just going to take this down. This is what we're going to be covering on tonight's show. There I am. Hello. We're going to be looking at baked eggy avocado. Why avocados are so damn healthy for us, because they are a divine superfood sent to us from the gods of the food world, I believe anyway. Why avocado boats are much better than eating soggy sandwiches for lunch, not just because they taste better, but for other nutritional reasons as well. Hello Shelley, nice to see you. And I'm going to show you my favourite avocado boat toppings. So let's get on with it. Let's get cooking straight away. Now, one of my favourite things to do when I'm at home, working from home, if I'm feeling hungry, is to cook this eggy avocado. And what an avocado boat is, has anyone made one before? Just type in the comments there if you've made one before. I'd like to know. What am I, actually? Bit crazy, but I saw this joke on Hey Hey It's Saturday once before. I'm a koala bear. See? Koala bear, spoon. Anyway. What you want to do when you're making avocado boats, and I want to get this on in the oven so you can see it once it's cooked, it'll only take 10 minutes to cook, is we're going to bake this avocado. And if you eat avocado warm, you can grill it on a barbecue. It's delicious. You can bake it in the oven. It makes it even more creamier. It really is delicious, and when it's warm, it takes on a whole new taste profile. Kerry hasn't cooked them before, so she's looking forward to it. Just scoop out a bit, because we're going to crack an egg in there, and if you crack an egg into it without scooping some out, it's going to overflow, and you won't have a lot of egg left in your avocado. So I'm going to get an egg. Shelley's never baked them before. Kerry's never baked them before. Maxine, Steve is keen to try the bacon one. Who isn't? I bet you Kerry's keen to try the bacon one as well, because I know she loves bacon. So we're going to crack an egg into our avocado. For my first trick of the evening, I shall take this egg and I shall crack it into the avocado. Now, my tip for cracking eggs, I've told you this before, is to crack them on a flat surface, not your hand. You need something a bit more firmer, instead of on the edge of a bowl. Don't do it on the edge of a bowl, because shell will go in there. Well, it can more easily. Crack it on the edge of the surface. And I'm just going to crack it in. I don't know if you can see that. Probably. I'm going to pop it in there. Oh. And it did leak out a bit. So you can see it there. Can you see it in there? I'm going to bake this in a really hot oven. The exact directions are in the book, so make sure you download the book, type avocado into the comments so you get the directions. I'm going to bake this in the oven for about 10 minutes. So let me just go put this in the oven. So have the oven at about 180 to 200 degrees, and we'll let that cook away while we talk a little bit more about avocados, and then we'll get into all the other toppings we can put onto it. Did I have that? No, I didn't. So let's talk about why avocados are so amazing for us. First and most importantly, avocado is actually also called the alligator pear. Did you know that? That's pretty exciting. We could write a kid's book about the alligator pear that turned into an avocado. It could be like a Dreamtime story, like the Aboriginals used to tell. My dad used to read us Dreamtime stories, Aboriginal Dreamtime stories. So if anyone wants to write one of those and send it into Rumbles Paleo, we'll send you a box of cookies. That's the competition for this evening. And it's been called that because of its rough exterior. And when you open it up, let's cut open another one. When you open it up, it actually looks like an alligator eye or a crocodile eye. We're in Australia, so we should call it a crocodile eye. So if you want to get your kids to eat avocados, or maybe you don't because they can be expensive, so you don't want to share them. Oh, call it an alligator eye. But my pip broke in half, so it's supposed to look like an alligator eye. So that's one of the most important reasons why you should be eating avocados. Not only that, they have more potassium than a banana. They're really high in vitamin K. Now, vitamin K is super good for bones. Lots of people say that they have to drink lots of milk to get lots of strength for their bones, lots of nutrients for their bones, but green leafy vegetables and avocados are brilliant for getting vitamin K, which are good for strong bones. They're full of folate for women who are conceiving or having a baby, and they're really good for eye health. If you don't like carrots, eat avocados. Jen, you look like you've been on, I'm not sure, it's cut off the end of that there. Rhonda's never baked avocados before, so I would like to see you give this a try, Rhonda. Oh, no, but you can't eat avocados now, can you? Oh, dear. Anyway, thanks for showing up anyway. Okay, and not only that, avocados are full of fiber, which is really good for your bowels and keeping you regular. So dose yourself up on avocados. And what happens with fiber in food, it's really good for preventing those blood sugar spikes. It actually slows down the release of sugar into the bloodstream. So it really does satiate you, make you feel full, and prevent those, those sugar crashes that you get from eating a sandwich, which is why you want to make a baked avocado or an avocado boat instead of having sandwiches. I like to think of my avocados as the bread instead of normal bread, except you put all the fillings on top like an open sandwich. I just treat an avocado like a really quick sandwich. A lot of people say lunchtime is really hard to stay healthy because they don't have enough time. Well, if you've got time to make a sandwich, you've got time to make an avocado boat, except for the eggy one. You need a bit more extra time to do that one. What happens a lot of the time when people have sandwiches is, one, they often put things like, jams and lots of sugary sort of spreads on there. And so when you're having a sandwich like that, your body's not really getting a lot of nutrients. And what happens when we don't give it a lot of nutrients, it's actually going to get hungry a lot sooner. Not only that, because the body was put here to thrive and live and to go out there and do lots of stuff. Now, for millions of years, we didn't eat bread, so it doesn't really have the nutrients that the body is craving. Plus, bread is also really, really not the best for preventing those blood sugar spikes. So has anyone ever eaten a sandwich, whether it's a jam sandwich or even a salad sandwich, and within an hour or two, you're hungry again, okay? That's what happens when we often eat bread, because it creates this big surge of insulin, because the carbohydrate in bread is a sugar. So the body will release insulin because it wants to take out all that sugar, because if we have too much flowing through the bloodstream, it can be really dangerous, and often it takes too much away, so we have this crash down. And if we're having our toppings on top of avocado, which is full of healthy fats, which are really, really good for us, our brain and our body, when we're having it on top of avocado, which is full of the nutrients and the vitamins that Mother Nature put inside the fruit so that we could survive and be vital human beings, then we're going to be able to power through our afternoons or power through our days with a lot more stamina, a lot more energy, a lot more clarity. Avocados are so filling. Have you ever scoffed down a sandwich and then you're just not satisfied? So you go on through your day and you keep thinking about food. And you're like, well, I'm not going to eat food because I only ate an hour ago and I shouldn't be hungry. And this mental dialogue keeps going off in your head until eventually sometimes you can't stand it anymore because you're hungry and you're tired of the arguments going on in your head, so you just eat. I feel like I'm talking really quickly. Can anyone relate to any of that? I wonder if you can. Kerry's got all through my childhood. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I asked the question about, Kerry, so I'm not sure what you're responding to. I really do apologise. So avocados. Let's get on to avocado boats. I think I hope I've explained fully why it would be really good to have an avocado instead of a soggy sandwich. They're quick to make. They're full of nutrition, full of essential fats. They're going to help keep your mind clear because you're feeling full and because you fed your brain healthy fat. Most of our brain cells are made up of mostly fat, so they need the fat to keep, healthy and strong. My fave is a roast chicken and avo sandwich. Sandwiches and being hungry. Yep. That's the thing. But the thing is, we've all been taught to eat sandwiches all our lives. So it can be very hard for people, one, to believe that bread is not good for us, and two, to create new healthy habits using different foods. So one of the reasons why I wanted to show people about avocado boats was that they could make it as quick as a sandwich and they could put their favourite toppings still on top of it, okay? So let's dive in to the avocado boats. If you were to create your own avocado boat, I'm going to show you my favourite toppings. What toppings would you put on yours? What would you have cruising along on top of your green avocado boat? Let's see what ideas you come up with, and then other people who rewatch this later, they can grab those ideas and make avocado boats using your recipes as well as these ones. So type them in there and share your ideas, and I'll show you some of my favourite avocado boat toppings. So let's take a look. Coming around. Now, can you still hear me, guys? Just type yes in the comments if you can still hear me there. I hope I've made sense. I tend to talk really quickly and I lose track of where I'm at, and it just all comes out in one long battle. So hopefully I've been articulate and made sense for you all. Okay, so we have our avocado here. And do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a pip do this. So, you know, they say you can't work with children and animals. You can't work with avocados, I'm telling you. They do funny things like this when you go onto Facebook. Alright, so look, it came out. Alright, so all you need to do, it's like got its own carry pack avocados. It's conveniently, Mother Nature has wrapped it for you. Wasn't she clever? She was thinking of us people in the year 2018, thinking, I need to give these people a healthy snack that's pre-packaged so that they can help overcome their addiction or their link to sandwiches. That's what she created. That's why she created them. All right, so a really good topping that I love is, now this one is semi-paleo, is chopped tomato. And one thing you will want to do, like we did with the egg one, is to scoop some out. I mean, I don't understand people who don't like avocados. They're so creamy and delicious. I just can't go on enough about how amazing they are. So I'm going to scoop in, I've got some tomato, and I've got goat's feta in here, which I'm going to scoop on. Now, traditionally, cheese or feta is not paleo, so I just want to pinpoint that out because I know people will tell me cheese isn't paleo, and this is totally optional. A lot of people who are on paleo still do eat cheese. It can be inflammatory for many people, and but a lot of people who can't tolerate normal dairy can tolerate goat's milk, and the reason being is because goat's milk doesn't have the A1 protein. It's also naturally pasteurized or homogenized. It doesn't need to be homogenized by machines, so it doesn't have to go through that pasteurization process. It's also lower in lactose, and it's also higher in protein. It's also got smaller, what's called fat globules, which sounds really delicious, right? So it's actually easier to digest. So if we were to put cow's dairy and goat's dairy together, the cow's dairy has really big fat globules. So think about it like eating a whole piece of broccoli. That's really hard to digest. But in the goat's milk or in the goat's dairy, the globules are a lot smaller. It's like chewed up broccoli, so it can digest a lot easier. And that's why a lot of people can tolerate goat's cheese when they're dairy intolerant. I'm not saying you can. That's something you'd have to talk to your doctor about, or something you'd have to experiment with yourself. But goat's cheese, it tastes better than cow's dairy, I believe, anyway. And then just put some basil on there. Stunning. Fresh, vibrant, and packed with flavour. You can also sprinkle it with some, this is how much I love salt. Look at my container, full of pink Himalayan salt. Lucky I have a food factory because I just go and fill up my containers. And just sprinkle it with some salt. You can also drizzle on some balsamic, good quality balsamic vinegar as well. And oh my gosh, perfect. Get a spoon, dig in. Dig in, mate. All right, so that's it there. Pretty as an avocado boat picture, right? All right, next one. This one's a little bit different. This one's a little bit fruity. What I love to do is get some mango or berries, mix it together with some coconut and also some chopped nuts and spoon that on top of your avocado. Sweet stuff with avocado is actually delicious. When I used to eat toasted sandwiches, I used to toast avocado, cranberry and cheese on a sandwich, and I used to love it. So sweet food with avocado truly is spectacular. Berries, mango, pineapple, give it a whirl, experiment. Don't be afraid. Try whatever you think your family would like, your kids would like. Be adventurous. Cooking is a fun adventure. It truly is. All right, pop that on there. Now, I've run out of avocados. You could also pop some coconut yogurt on top of there as well. That would be amazing. Absolutely. All right, another thing I like to do is I'm always cooking in bulk. Inside our Rumbles Lifestyle Hub Healthy Cooking School, I teach people how to cook in bulk. So we overcome the problems of, not having something ready after work. We have stuff in the freezer. We just have stuff ready to go so that when you're time poor, you can pull things out and have healthy meals ready to go. And cooking in bulk really is easy. It makes life so much easier. So I had some leftover curried mince, which I made. I think I made this inside the Rumbles Lifestyle Hub with some of our members. It's a curried mince. And what I would do, or if you've got leftover casserole, if you've got leftover any sort of meat like this, just scoop it on top of your avocado and eat it like that. And pesto, pop some pesto in your avocado. This is a homemade pesto. Do you know how easy it is to make pesto? You get a bunch of herbs, you blend it with a really good olive oil, a handful of nuts, and you just blend it until it goes like this. That's how you make pesto. And we teach people how to make this inside the dip module inside the Rumbles Lifestyle Hub. If you want, you can add parmesan. Traditionally, pesto does have parmesan in it, but I never put cheese in it, and it tastes spectacular. It's just not as creamy, but it has the same taste. And if you want to keep it simple, just some salt and some lemon on avocado is spectacular, or coconut aminos. Has anyone ever drizzled coconut aminos on avocado? It's phenomenal, phenomenal. And last but not least, this is the one Steve was looking forward to, and I wish I should have another avocado somewhere. Oh, I do. There she blows. Maxine, I hope you're keeping up with the comments because I can't see them. Oh, these pits are really... I tell you what, I'm never working with avocados on live Facebook ever again. Oh, Matt. Scoop out a bit of the avocado. And what I've done, this one's probably not as quick because you have to prepare some stuff in advance, is I've grilled up some mushrooms, bacon, and onion. And you can just top them on top there. Now, what I love to do when I eat this one is I drizzle it with coconut aminos as well. Now, coconut aminos is like a spicy soy sauce, but it doesn't have that Asian flavor to it. It doesn't have that oyster sauce flavor or that soy flavor. It's like a spicy, thin barbecue sauce, and that with the bacon and caramelized onion and mushroom, oh my gosh, it's like perfection. So that, my friends, is, I'm going to come back over here so I can see your comments. They are my favorite avocado boat toppers. Denise bought, Denise, hello, I'm so glad you're here. Were you watching My Kitchen Rules? She bought avocados today, but they have, my application cuts off half your sentences there. And Kerry's saying yum. Yeah, Kerry, the bacon, mushroom, onion, and coconut amino is phenomenal. So remember, type in the word avocado into the comments there, and you can download the book, and you can go read the article which talks about all the amazing benefits of avocado. Now, if you really want to start transforming your lunches, if you really want to stop eating bread, and you want to overcome those 3 p.m. sugar slumps, then truly trying out these avocado boats, not to mention is the avocado so healthy, but the toppings we put on them are fresh, vibrant, real foods grown by Mother Nature, and she is not silly. she knew what she was doing when she put plants on the planet. So she put everything we need into those little suckers. So let's check our egg avocado. I'm going to see if it's cooked. I'm not sure if I've probably been talking long enough. Let's have a look. Oh, let's see. I think it's overcooked, to be honest. So, this is a little bit tragic. But you know what? This isn't a Jamie Oliver show where stuff's pre-filmed. This is all live. And this is why we get to have fun experiments like this that don't always work. So I left mine in a bit long. I'm going to show you in a second. It looks a bit sad. I left mine in a bit long, and because I was in a rush when doing this, the avocado is kind of tipped and the eggs all come out, and the yolk has gone a bit hard. So the yolk, you will cook it until the white goes white, until it's not clear anymore. I don't even know if I want to show you. Do you want to see this? It looks really sad. It looks really sad. All right. It looks really, well, it doesn't look that bad, but you can see it's all fallen out. Not happy, Jan. Not happy. But I bet you it still tastes delicious. Now, this does taste amazing because when the avocado heats up, it goes creamier. It's even creamier than what it already is. And if you take it out on time and the yolk is runny, holy moly. You guys, it's something of pure delicious geniusness. That's what it is. So there it is, Kerry. It's a bit sad. Might be good with bacon on it. Put bacon on it. It makes everything taste better. I'm going to put some of that bacon on it there. All right, guys. Thank you for joining in for tonight's show. Still yummy, says Kerry. Cool. I'm glad you think it's yummy. Poor Avo Boat. I know, he's a sunken Avo Boat, isn't he? He's been, I don't know, he's been gunned down or something. Don't forget, type avocado is the word of the evening to get your book. And next week, we are celebrating what's coming up. What celebration is coming up that you think we might be going to celebrate on the Paleo for You show? We make a product that actually is directly linked to this celebration. I wonder if anyone can guess what we might be cooking with next week, because there's something very exciting coming up. It has to do with something that goes hop, hop, hop. Can you guess? I'm kind of just talking, waiting for Facebook to catch up. Yes, Rhonda! Easter! We are going to be celebrating chocolate next week. So if you are a chocolate lover, which I'm sure you are, I would tune in to next week's episode because it is a celebration of this dark, glorious 70% dark chocolate from Rumbles Paleo. We're going to be making some delicious food with this. And if you don't have Rumbles Choc Rocks on hand, you're crazy. You can use other chocolate as well. It doesn't matter. It won't taste as good, but you can use other chocolate. I'm not holding you ransom saying you have to buy this. Oh, maybe I am. Maybe I am. All right. All right, guys. What are you up to this weekend? I'd love to know. Write it in the comments there and I will get back to you. You probably all want to go to sleep now. Do something productive. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Until next week, when we're celebrating chocolate, have a glorious weekend. And I will see you all again soon. Keep on rumbling, guys. Thanks, Maxine. Bye.